Welcome, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Just Talking. We decided this week what we're going to do is, hey, let's hold it down. Hold it down. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do this week is we're going to do something different. We're going to do some sports picks for the NFL since the NFL's kicking off tomorrow. We got some great heads up. I know preseason, it's not kind of like real football, so to speak, because of all the new players that they're testing out or checking out, if you will. They might run a few of their starters. I don't know if they will for the first half or maybe just the first quarter. Who knows? But just for the fun of it, for entertainment purposes, what we're going to do is KJ and I are just going to throw out some of our picks of who we like. Again, don't go bet your mortgage payment on it, but just have a little, just have a little fun.
Especially during preseason, please.
Yeah, preseason. So we're kind of going to keep the tally going to see how we do heads up and just overall with our picks for the NFL this season. And just we figured we'd have a little fun, and we'll start today picking for tomorrow's games. And I'm going to pick a game for Thursday, Friday, one for Saturday, and I'm going to pick one for Sunday. So I'm just going to pick 4 games, one for each day. And I'm not going to go into a bunch of reasonings why I'm picking who I'm picking, but I've done a little bit of homework, not a bunch, but I'm going to just have some fun and make some picks. How about you, KJ?
Yep, I'm totally with it. I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I got one game each. Probably, if everybody knows, Sunday who I'm gonna pick to win.
We know, but I want to put this out there. I don't know who he's going to pick. We may pick the same teams. We may pick the same game and be on the opposite sides, but that's the fun of this, keeping track and see how we do heads up. And, we get the privilege of rubbing it in if we beat, one or the other, so to speak.
Well, let's do preseason, and then when the season starts, we start off scratch again.
Yeah. So just having fun. So you want me to go first, or would you like to go first?
I mean, we can if you want to do like Thursday, you pick, I pick, and then we just go on the Friday and we just go like that.
All right. Yeah, I'll start off if you want.
Okay.
I'll start with Thursday, and I am going to go with the NFC East, Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'll take the points. You got the Super Bowl champs. I do know it's preseason, but they're getting, I believe, like 6 points from what I saw last, and I'm going to take it. Philly, from what I can recall and doing a little homework, they've won their preseason opener for the last couple years, and unfortunately, their opponent has went 0-3 in their preseason. So Cincinnati's not real strong in the preseason, hasn't been with history. So I'm going to take the Eagles, and I'm going to take the points. So did you want to?
Thursday, I have the same thing. I picked the Eagles.
All right.
But I picked them straight up when it comes to preseason because you don't know who's playing.
Right.
You always just go straight up who's going to win. And, I picked the Eagles too. I mean, you just won the Super Bowl. I'm sure they're still hyped up. Like, it's the new season. They're amped up. Like, so they're going to give the crowd, the fans a good game, I believe.
I believe so. But in this case, hey, if I can get 6 points, I'll take them. So you're doing you're doing the money line. Eagles on the money line? Okay, well, I'm taking the points. So most likely they'll win outright. So we'll probably both get a W on this one, at least. That's my prediction. Yep. And then you want to start Friday?
So I got Friday, Lions and Falcons again. Money line. I'm picking the Lions. They're probably an upset team this year. They're gonna play. You remember like back when San Antonio lost to I believe it was the Heat. They came back that next year focused. And they won the NBA championship. I think the Lions this year, even as a preseason game, I think they're going to come out and just let every team know out there that we're not messing around this year. We are definitely going to come out and play, and we're going for that Super Bowl because I honestly believe this is the last year for them. So I'm picking the Lions money line over the Falcons. That's who I got.
Well, it's a good pick. The Lions have last year had a great season. They're doing a tremendous job. Coach is doing great. Players are, playing for him. He's got them motivated. He's got them fired up. And I agree with you. I think this year will be a very big test for them. But I like the Lions. I liked them last year, and I like them this year. And again, I know it's preseason, but I think they're going to come out and try to play the game just like it was regular season, and they're going to evaluate some players. We know that. But in my pick for Friday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Brown Panthers game, and I'm going to take the total under. I think it's 32 and a half, 33, somewhere around there. I know they're having issues with injuries on all their quarterbacks. I mean, they've got so many quarterbacks: Kenny Pickett, Gabriel, Shador Sanders, Tyler Huntley. I mean, they've got so many to choose from. Who knows who's going to start for them? But
Right.
from what I've been reading, that almost all of them have some sort of injury. And I know both teams have done a great job in the draft of pumping up and building up their defense. So I think it's going to be a low scoring game, and I'm going to go with the total under the 32 and a half, 33 on the Browns Panthers game. That's my pick. I like that one, and so I'm going to stick with that one.
Okay.
All right, we could go into Saturday's game. I had a hard time here even making a decision if I was going to even pick a game for Saturday. And what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to let you pick. I'm not really ready to pick yet. I'm going to let you go ahead and pick. I'm still doing a little homework and making a decision on that one.
Okay. So I've got, and I just realized as looking at this sheet. So besides the Eagles, I picked the Lions. I've got Texans and Vikings. I'm picking like that whole NFC North. Texans and Vikings. I've got Vikings money line to win that game. So it's hard to win in Minnesota, even in a preseason game. Minnesota's got some good defense. Their offense is great. I mean, if anything, we're not going to. I don't think we're going to see Jordan Addison because he had that 2024 issue with that DUI citation. So the NFL has actually fined him the first 3 games. They suspended him, not fined him. They suspended him for the first 3 games. So I don't know if he's going to be able to play in the preseason or not. But that's a great thing as a Bears fan because we play them in the first 3 weeks. Actually, we play them first Monday night games. They'll be down a receiver that's pretty darn good. So
All right.
that's why I got the Vikings money line.
Yep. Well, so I took Minnesota minus the points. So on Saturday, that's when I was having a hard time with, to be honest with you, kind of like you, up and down. I know they got a pretty good defense, but I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings, and I'm going to lay the points. The three, I think it's three. I'm going to lay the 3 points on that game. So
Okay.
now we'll go into Sunday, and I know you. I know who you're picking. There's no doubt about who you're picking. But I got to share with you that in this case, I'm on board with you. But I am going to take the Chicago Bears and lay, I think it's 3 points, if I'm not mistaken. They are playing at home. And most people know that in the NFL, home field advantage is worth at least 3 points. And that's what the odds makers have put this game at.
Are they playing at home or are they playing in Miami?
I thought it was Miami at Chicago.
Let me double check.
Yeah, they are there. They're Miami at Chicago.
Oh,
Sunday.
yep. You're
Yep.
right.
So
Yep. Noon game. Yeah.
so
Yep.
I'm going to take them. Their home field advantage, give up the 3 points, and I'm going to take the Chicago Bears. I think
Yep.
I'll honestly go out on the limb right now and tell you I think they're going to have it. I know what you're going to say. They're going to win the Super Bowl. You say it every year, just like most Cowboy fans, excluding me, will say, "Hey, this is our year." Well, I think they're going to have a good year. I think the Bears
This is our
are a tough
year.
team this
This is our
season.
year.
A lot of the pros and experts are predicting that they're going to have an outstanding season, win their division most likely. And who knows? I don't know if they're capable of taking it all the way, but from what I see and what I hear, they have the talent. They got a great coach. Picked up your new coach.
Yeah.
I know you're ecstatic about that.
Yes, we
You've
are.
you've made that clear. So that's my pick. Bears minus 3.
Okay. And of course, I've got the Bears too. So money line on that. Yeah. Here's the thing: if they can win their division is not like it's a hard division.
Yeah.
So if they can win the division, then anyone that comes through them through the playoffs, I mean, I'm not saying it's a breeze, but they have to play every team twice in their division, right?
Yep.
So you've got
Yep.
Lions and Minnesota and Green Bay. They're not teams that you can actually mess around with. They're good teams. So if you can win the North, you got a great shot to go into the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well,
So
you know, I know for your sake, I wish you well. Again, I'm a Cowboys fan. I hope we have a good year. I hope they get this Michael Parsons distraction and, you know,
bring them to Chicago, baby. Bring
well,
them to
I just,
Chicago.
Jerry, if you're watching, pay the
Please bring them to Chicago.
pay the man. Don't listen to him. Pay the man. He deserves it. Let's get the distractions off. We got to figure out something, and definitely before the opener against the Eagles, we need it. We
Yeah.
need to figure something out. Going up against the Super Bowl champs and in that Thursday night game opener in Philadelphia, we need all the help and all the weapons we can get. So
That's going to be a crazy
yeah,
game.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm afraid of a blowout, to be honest with
Well,
you.
we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to stay strong and say that I think Dallas will have a decent year. I think they'll stay strong going through if they stay healthy. That is. So I'm not going to sit there and predict them winning the Super Bowl, but I'm saying I think they'll make the playoffs, and we'll figure and see. I don't know if they'll win the division, but I think they'll get in the playoffs, and hopefully, if they do this time around, maybe they do something with that opportunity. But
Yep.
that's pretty much it for me. I
Yep.
really
Me
don't have
too.
anything else that I'm going to do right now. I will try to get back, for some more picks next week. Hopefully, I'll be able to get back on here. Got some things to take care of myself tomorrow. So, we'll see what happens. But anyway, once again, I'm taking the Eagles plus the 6. I'm taking the Browns, Panthers under the total. I'm taking Minnesota -3, and I'm going to take the Bears -3 as well in Sunday's matchup. That's my picks for this moment in this episode of Just Talking, first episode of Sports Picks. We're not experts. This is for amusement purposes only. So, you know, gamble at your own risk with these
Right.
picks if you choose to. We're not professionals at this. This is for fun and amusement. I want to stress that to you. We're just here having a good time talking, and we'll be back to do another episode here in the
Yep.
next several days, hopefully, and look into the following week coming up of week 2 of the NFL preseason.
And again, I've got the Eagles money line, Lions money line, Vikings money line, and the Bears money line. The Bears.
I'll let you're the whiteboard,
Yep.
eraser board guy. So I'll let you keep track of our stats.
I'll definitely keep track of
Shouldn't
it.
be hard. Mine should have, 4 W's, and yours should have like 3 or well, yours will have a few W's too because we picked some of the same teams. Matter of fact, how many of the same teams did we pick? We took the Eagles, Minnesota,
Eagles,
and the Bears. We actually
Minnesota
picked
Bears.
all 3, except I went with the total on the Panthers Browns game.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but if I had to pick a winner there, I would actually probably go with the Browns.
Really?
Yeah, I probably would. I'm just, the Panthers, I think, are still struggling too. But, I know there's, like I said, there's quarterback situations in Cleveland. But I think that,
Right.
both teams have done a great job in defense this year in the draft.
True.
But I'd say, you know what, just for the heck of it, if I had to choose a side, very little bit, I'll lean toward the Browns. So that's it for me, KJ.
All
I
right.
hope you have a great day. And
Thanks, you too.
I hope we get some people to check it out, send us some comments, and let's
Yeah,
have
definitely send us some comments if we're making some bad, poor decisions and you are on fire. Yes, please let us know.
Oh
We'll
yeah, share it
definitely
with us.
take that
Share
in
it with us.
consideration.
Yep, love to have your stats as well. But
Yeah.
with this is just episode 3, first one of Sports Picks. We're going to do several of them this year. Maybe do one a week during the NFL season. So.
And we got a fantasy one coming up, fantasy draft.
Oh, yeah. We got a fantasy episode that we're going to come up, and we're going to do our fantasy. We're not sure if we're going to do it live or if we're going to have who all is going to be on there. Hopefully we can get the commissioner. We're in a couple different leagues, so we'll pick one of our commissioners out of one of our leagues. We'll do a test run this week to see if we can get all 3 of us on here, and maybe bring one of our commissioners on. He's very, very intelligent and knowledgeable in the NFL sports world. So hopefully we can get him on here. I'm not going to mention names yet until we confirm that we're going to get him on, and that'll be the commissioner for that particular league that we bring on here, and share some fantasy picks and just talk.
Yep.
So
that is it.
other than that, I'm going to say adios. Do you have anything
Adios.
else?
That is it.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.